Hi guys, Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni was in Washington to meet with Trump in what is being viewed as an unofficial EU visit. An attempt to soften up Trump to the idea of taking a more favourable approach to the European Union. Meloni has been critical of Trump's tariffs, and a reporter brought this up, but the President and the Prime Minister ignored the point, and Meloni spoke about unity between the US and Europe. So the question is, can Meloni charm the fellow right-wing populist and bring home the bacon?
Prime Minister, you have said that the president's tariffs are wrong. Do you still believe that the United States is a reliable?
They always try to help.
It could only be her.
They
Should the European Union still believe that the United States is a reliable trade partner?
Well, I'm here exactly to work for make the West stronger. For I believe in the West unity, and I think simply we have to talk.
She
And
believes
find
in the
ourselves.
president. She believes in the president.
Also, and find ourselves in the best middle way to grow together. That's why I'm here. So, if I wouldn't think it's a reliable partner, I wouldn't be here.
Okay. Sorry about the audio, but what she's trying to suggest here is that this is about unity. This is about growing together. Look, I believe Meloni either volunteered or was asked to go on the EU's behalf because, well, Trump doesn't really want to deal with the European Union. So it may have been an attempt to soften him up to have a better relationship with the European Union by sending him a fellow right-wing populist. Now, Meloni could also be there on behalf of Italy to try and undo some of the damage the tariffs are having on Italian exports, such as food and drink, which is a serious problem because the US market is pretty big and it's damaging trade between the two countries. So I think she's going as an unofficial EU representative and, of course, as an official Italian representative. Now, is it going to make any difference? I don't think so. Donald Trump wants people to come and beg to him, but is it going to make any difference? Well, it may in the short term, but in the medium and long term, I don't think it's going to make any difference because Donald Trump is not somebody you can do business with. Like, what can Italy offer? What can the European Union offer Trump? I don't know if Meloni is in a capacity where she can make a deal on behalf of the European Union. She can try and do something for Italy, but I don't really see this going anywhere. So you're going to see country after country come to Trump, beg, to have some sort of trade deal with him or beg for him to lower their tariffs. But I don't see him going down that road. This is something that he believes is going to make America great, going to increase money for the federal government, when in reality it's just going to make Americans poorer. Meloni is there, I think, an attempt to boost her own image in Italy. She's becoming extremely unpopular at the moment, and within the European Union, she wants to be in a position of power. Her party in the past was campaigning to leave the European Union. Now she sees an opportunity for her to have strength, to have power within the European Union, and this is a great opportunity for her to go to Washington to meet with the president and represent in an unofficial way the European Union. But I don't see this really succeeding because Trump is not somebody you can actually deal with. You may get some concessions, some minor concessions, but at the end of the day, any deal with Trump is not worth the paper it's written on.